gonna be so much tea in this episode. So, of course, we have Helen on again. She's been in 2 previous amazing episodes. Go watch that. And then we have even a third special guest this time, my haunted chair that I finally made contact with. So I call him Casper, the friendly ghost. He's gonna be here with us too. So I actually finally got connected with him today because I always felt like a feminine energy, but then I found out he's actually a gay man.
Oh my god! No
And
way!
he
The feminine energy. Oh my god, love that.
Yeah, and it turns out he's scared to transition to, like, the other side or heaven
Oh
because
my
he's scared
god.
from religious trauma.
Shut up. Wow. Oh, bless him. So have you felt like how did you feel the energy in the chair when you got it? Like, did you just get a feeling?
So here's, like, a little backstory. So I found it on Facebook,
Mhm.
and what was weird was when I went to go get it, the lady was kinda, like, desperate to sell it. It was, like,
My
in a
god.
shed outside, and
Uh-huh.
she said it had been in her, like, mother's apartment for, like, 30 years, and then before that, it was in an antique shop.
Oh my god.
And I
So
did my research, this chair had to have been built in the late 1800s.
so that trauma is deep, isn't it?
And
Oh
I
my.
just always felt like when I had it in here, I always felt like somebody was watching me, but
Mhm.
especially kind of like critiquing me. Like I felt like if I
My god.
slouched, it was like sit up straight. Like
Really? Oh. And you've just communicated with him today?
yeah, I mean I've tried to before and I would get some things,
Mhm.
but I think now maybe it feels more comfortable with me and it was like, okay, we can try to do something.
Yeah. Oh, this will be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to connect. I have a new video up. I'm gonna connect with him again. But yeah, you guys. So Helen, you are a Reiki master, also an intuitive. We had that first episode we did together where you healed your son. He didn't
Yeah.
end up having to have his leg amputated. Then
Mhm.
we had another one about past lives.
Mhm.
And in this episode, we kind of wanted to talk about alchemizing our trauma, which sounds really intimidating and like
Gonna
hard
be
to
deep. Oh,
understand.
it's gonna be deep.
Yeah. Um, but basically, and I want to say too, like the stories we're gonna share are not just to put somebody on blast
Mm.
or anything like that. It's just to share our experiences and what we learned and took away from them.
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah.
So gotta deal with, you know, not the nicest people to learn these lessons, don't we?
Yeah. And I think also since we are healers, we do tend to attract people who need
Def
healing.
definitely.
And hi person watching, I'm from Virginia in the US and you're a Geordie.
Yes. What did you say last time? Do you remember? And I was like, no, it's not that. Did you
Oh,
said
I thought it was a Georgie.
Georgia? So I'm from Newcastle in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like there's just been a lot of drama, right? And so we're gonna talk about what's been happening. I know you just went on a lush vacation.
Oh my god, lush, yes, if that's what you want to call it.
So what do you want to share with us about it?
So this is a bit of a long story. Like I'm gonna try and give you it as quickly as I can, but I also don't want to rush it because there's so many little details that are important to bring it all together. Do you know what I mean? It was a huge spiritual experience, but also a huge traumatic experience, and the two of them just played against each other. And I had this whole like spiritual death, like a literal spiritual death, and yeah, it was crazy, but the most beautiful thing that I've ever gone through at the same time.
I get
So
that. I want you though, like, don't feel pressure, like tell your story. So first you're from England
yes.
and you end up traveling, but you tell the story.
Okay, so I feel like I just need to give you a tiny bit of background in terms of like where I've come from. So I'm from like a quite a well fairly abusive family. Like my upbringing was very abusive. So at the end of last year, I kind of put the last nail in the coffin with my abusive family, and I put them off. I've seen a lot of true colours from like family members, sisters, aunties, cousins. No one stood by me with that. So I was like, I'd started the year and I was just very like, right, what am I going to do now? And I knew there was this like new life, new version of me that I needed to step into, and I just couldn't do it. Like I was a product of abuse. Like I'm gonna say that because I was like, and I was cemented in that identity. It was like it became a part of us, and I was like cemented in it. And I knew I had to break out of this and like believe in myself and step in my power, and I just couldn't do it. So it got to like this was like January time. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I can't go another year like this. Like, anyways, it got to like February time. It was on Valentine's Day, and I had a maintenance guy come round to fix my cupboard door, right? And I'm telling you, I opened the door to this guy, and do you know when there's just an instant like eye contact, like instant connection, instant vibe? Like I can't put it into words. It was just there, and it was cheeky, it was fun, and it just gave me some life a little bit. So yeah, we kind of hit it off, and we got on really well over the weeks, and things kind of progressed, and we got to know each other a bit more and stuff like that. He was 24 and I am 36. So this was like a huge deal. Like what was I doing? Okay. Like, I mean, a woman who's gone through like so much trauma, and I'm like putting myself in the hands of a 24-year-old who has come from a completely different life to me, has, no clue about where I've been or what I've gone through. He's completely different end of the spectrum of what I am. But anyways, off I go. Like
And
living
I was
the
encouraging
adventure.
it. I was like, go for it, girl. Age is just a number.
All my friends were. Everyone was like, just go for it. I spoke to the kids, they were like, "Mom, just go for it. Like, just say." And everything was good. Like everything was going well. He was 24. He had a good job. He bought his own house. He was like he'd booked this holiday for himself. He was going to go to the Dominican Republic, which is like 8 hours away from us, really far. And I just thought, wow, like what a mature guy. Like this is really mature, and it's
At
attractive.
24, yeah.
Yeah. So if you think he was due to go on the 25th of April, we met on Valentine's Day. Not a lot of time, yeah. So as he'd asked us if I wanted to go on holiday with him, and I was like, look, like I don't have the money to do that. Like when I set up my business, I really made like a promise to myself that I wanted it to be soul led, and I didn't want to get caught up in like clients and money. I had other things. I had my own healing going on, and I just always wanted it to be aligned with me. That was the most important thing for me with a business. So financially, I wasn't in the best place, and I was just like, look, like I can't do it. I have other commitments that I need to do. And if I did have the money, I'd be going away with my kids because we haven't had a holiday in a long time. And like, that's my thing. So he asked me a few times and I was like, no. And then it got like a week before he was due to go. And he was just like, look, Helen, like, please let me take you. Like, I don't care about the money. Like, I don't care if or when you're going to pay me back. Like, everything you've gone through, I'd love to just give you this beautiful experience. It doesn't feel right not being with you when I'm there. I took a bit of convincing, and then boom, like I'm going to the Dominican in a week. I haven't been on holiday since 2017. I haven't even been near an aeroplane. Like I have had crippling PTSD since about 2020 till about 2024. Still, like I'm still, I have me up and down, but I'm a lot more healed and in control of it now. But for the past 4 years, I have been ill, like mentally ill, not okay, traumatized. There's a lot of trauma there. So this is like a huge deal. Like
Like a big step. Like you feel like you're coming into empowering yourself to feel
yeah,
like you can feel safe. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, okay, but this is an adventure, and I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm like, yes, like give me this. Like I just want to live. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I couldn't get on the same flight as him. So I had to get on a flight on my own like 3 days later. So he had 3 days out there on his own. And obviously he's 24. So what does a 24-year-old do when he's on holiday on his own for 3 days? He buys loads of drugs, right? loads of cocaine, which is like a massive trigger for me. Like I'm just like, wow, what the hell am I doing? And like he knew I didn't drink, he knew I didn't do any of that stuff. Um and you know, when you meet someone, they're like, yeah, I don't drink, I don't do that, and you know, they're lying, but they're just saying that to impress you. And anyway, so he's out there doing his thing, and then I'm flying out there. Like the amount of panic attacks I had going over that Atlantic Ocean on a plane on my own, it's not even funny, but I'm doing it. But also, before I'd even got on the plane, like a couple of days before, I could feel the land calling us. So I could feel the sea, like just I could feel the waves like pulling me to it. It's like, Helen, come on. Like I'm like, something's gonna happen. Like there's something about the ocean there, the land there, like it's gonna do something to us. Like so I took this offering that I wanted to take to the land, and I was going to have a little moment with the sea and the beach and stuff, and it was just like little things I'd collected over the years, and I was going to give an offering of this version of me, like this traumatized, you know, this version that didn't believe in herself, and like take her, like. So I'm going with this intention, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have some lovely like meditations on the beach, and I'm gonna do all these
Yeah.
things. So when I get there, obviously he picks me up from the airport, and he buys more cocaine and doesn't tell me. So we get back, and he just whips out this huge, huge bag of cocaine. So I'm like, my nerves are through the roof. Like I'm with a 24-year-old. Like the fear of like I can't. I've got 11 days with this boy. Like I
And
can't
this
get.
person, he promised to like provide during it and make sure you're safe. You're in a different
Yeah,
country, a different
yeah.
country.
And I'm away from my kids, and I've got no family, so like my kids are with their dads and whatever. But like, it was a lot for me nerves. Like it was, and then he's taking cocaine the whole time. Like I need to feel connected. I need to feel emotionally like connected. Can we just get this connection back, please? Because I am on edge. But he doesn't understand what that is. Like he's just 24, no trauma. Like he's just read, and I'm just like, oh my god, like what the hell? So the first week we were there, like he's just doing his thing. He's going out until 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm in bed. Like I like go and do it. Like are you 24? I can't stop you, and I'm not going to shame you for it. Crack on. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not. I don't want anything to do with it. So I was just really on edge for that whole week, and then eventually like ran out of stuff, and I'm thinking, right, we've got 4 days, so I can get him back, the person that I met before we got there. We can kind of connect and just have a nice little time. So this day, it was the best day that I had. It was the best day that I ever had on the holiday. I mean, we're in the Dominican. It's like the Caribbean. It's like stunning. Um, and his attitude is horrible. Like his whole demeanor is aggressive. Like he's not happy. He's on a come down from the drugs, and he's looking for a fight with people. Like everyone's getting on his nerves, and I'm just like, oh god, like. So we're in the pool and we're having a drink, and like the music's going, everything's nice, and then like all of a sudden he just turns on me out of nowhere, and he's just demanding the money for the fucking holiday, right? And he's just like, well, Howie, everything I've done for you, I've brought you out here. I've done this, I've done that. Like, I think you should be giving us some money. And I was like, will you just chill right now? Because before we went away, I showed him my bank account. I was like, this is what's coming in, this is what's going out. So, you know, I'm not taking the piss here. Like, I'm a single parent with two kids, no family, no security, like, and like I've got things I need to fucking do, basically.
Yeah.
Like, if you take me, like, this is on you, and you need to be responsible for that. Like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to pay you back. I will, like, but I don't know when. So, anyways, he just got really nasty, really started saying really hurtful things. Like I'm saying, his aggression. He's using everything I've ever said to him against us and throwing it back in my face. We're getting a little argument. He storms out the pool, and he takes all the sun cream and goes up to the hotel room. So he's taking the sun cream to punish us, so I'll burn in the sun, basically. Like that's the level of maturity we're dealing with, yeah. So I'm just like, right, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I wait a bit, and then I go up to the hotel room, and he's just like being really mean. Like everything that I've ever told him about my past and my trauma, he is like throwing it in my face. It's all my fault. He's glad it happened. I'm just this, I'm just that. I'm nothing without him. Look at everything he's done for me. I mean, stop it right now. So he's in my face, a 24-year-old, like talking at me like that. Not okay. Not okay. So I slap him because of the cheek of him. Like, how fucking dare you do that to me? Like, you couldn't even walk a day in my life or my past, and don't stand there and tell me and use my traumatic past against me and blame me for it. Like, don't ever dare. So I know I shouldn't have done that, but if any man's in my face doing that to me, I will slap him. Like, that's not okay. And we end up fighting in this hotel room, like really, really fighting, like grappling. And he like gets me head and he like shoves me head down in the settee. But I'm so out of breath because we've been fighting. Like I can't breathe. So I'm like screaming, like, can you just let us breathe? Like, let us lift me head, let us breathe, please. And he won't. And he's just like, nah, like just horrible stuff. And then my whole body goes limp, and I just flop to the like settee, and then he eventually gets me up, and I'm like freaking out at this point. I'm like so scared because I'm like, my kids are at home. I need to get home safe. Like I'm in danger and I'm not okay. Um so I just get up, and he gets up and grabs my phone, and he's dangling it over the balcony. Like, this phone is all I have.
Yeah.
Phone, like
When you're in a different country, that's the scariest part.
it was so scary, and especially like they weren't very nice to the British over there at all. Like they weren't that nice. So I'm just like, if I don't have my phone, like I can't ring, I can't book flights, I can't message the kids, I can't get home. Like, what would I ever do? And he's like dangling the phone over the balcony, and he's like, "You're not getting your phone until you send me some money. Send me some fucking money right now, or this phone's getting smashed over the balcony. Your flights are cancelled. I don't know where your fucking passport is." He's like, "I've got mine, but I don't know what you're gonna do." And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm thousands of miles away with this perpetrator, and I'm really unsafe. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? He throws me phone over the balcony, and it lands on the grass. Thank God, like it was fine. So I just run downstairs, get my phone. I'm like, I go to the beach and I just sit at the beach and I'm just sobbing me heart out. And I'm just like, how am I back here again? Like the same man in a different body. And it's just been the cycle throughout my life. And I have done a lot of healing, and I know I have. So like, just be back there, like again, like, are you serious? Like, what am I not getting here? Like, what am I not getting? And I just broke my heart on that beach for about half an hour, like just sobbed and sobbed, just sitting with the waves and just like, what am I gonna fucking do? Like, so I got up, I got back to the hotel, and he took my name off the hotel room and locked me out the room. So I'm just like, you have got to be joking me. So I go to reception, ask the security guys to come with us. I need my passport out the safe and I need my stuff. And I borrow £1,000 off my friend, and I give him £1,000. I didn't have the money, like I had to borrow that money. I put £1,000 in his bank. He's still going on and on. He's trying to like steal my suitcase and just being really abusive, really aggressive. And do you know what? He had power in that situation, and he abused it. He abused it. He's like, I think one regret that I had was like telling them about me trauma, because I think then like they view you as this like damsel in distress, and it gives them like this false sense of power that they think they can abuse you with. And that's just what I was seeing from him. So I'm just like, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to get home? I can't spend another 4 days with this person in this like creepy place, because it was really rough outside the resort. Like, it was quite scary. And when he was like, I was sitting in reception, and when he was coming and trying to steal the suitcase and things, like the it was a 5-star fancy hotel. Like, the man was like, look, like, what you do you want me to call the police, because we're not having this? Like, and if I ring the police, you'll be going to jail as well, not him, not just him. So I'm just like, oh my god, I just need to get home. Like, I just need to get home. Like, what am I going to do? So I just get a room for myself for the one night, and then I'm like, right, I'm gonna have to like book a flight. and I've never booked a flight in my life, by the way. And I'm like 8 hours away, and it's just the scariest thing. It was like I was like, right, it's the scariest thing to think about staying here with him, and it's the scariest thing to think about taking myself to this airport and getting on a plane and trying to get home. They were both equally like terrifying. But I was like, I'm going. Like, I'm not fucking staying here. Like, I'm going. So, and it was just like 1 minute I was there, and then the next I was gone, and it was a really weird feeling. And I booked my flights, and I couldn't get straight home, so I had to get a flight to Toronto. I've never been to Canada in my life. I never thought I would ever go to
Yeah.
Canada. Like, this is huge. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Fly from Canada to London. So getting on that flight to Canada was like the most petrifying thing. I was I was having massive panic attacks in this airport. Like, the staff were having to help me and get me ice, and I'm like, I can't get on this plane. It was huge, and I just couldn't understand why I was going to Canada. Like, I think my little brain like was just so freaked out. I was like, my kids are this way. Like, why am I going over there? Like, why am I going to
Yeah.
Canada? I just need to get home. And as I got on this plane, like, the woman was like beside us, she was like really nice, and like there was people helping us just breathe because I was really freaking out. And I could feel like as I left this course, like I could feel like the energy just come off as like this fear and this like heaviness and like this just all of it. And I just when I got to Canada, they like spoke English. I was like, yes, like I felt really powerful. I was like, I can fucking do this. Like, fuck him. I'm going home, my babies. Like, I just felt really good. And then like when I got to London, I travelled from London. It took me like 2 days to get to Newcastle from London. It was a big deal. Anyways, I got home and I got home early. And I didn't know what I was going to do about telling the kids. I had to really think about how I was going to deal with that. So I went to my friends because if I got on the normal flight that next morning, I would have come home on the normal flight. It took me that long to get home, like the 3 days. So I was like, look, I'm going to have like a bit of a mushroom ceremony because I need to make sense of this. I need to know why this happened because I needed answers. And every time I thought of the beach, I wasn't even sad over him, but every time I thought of the beach, I would just break my heart. And I was like, I'm not Helen anymore. Like, Helen's on that beach. Like, that scared, petrified, PTSD ridden Helen is on the beach, and I'm not her anymore. And it was just this such a clear feeling like she's there and I'm not her anymore. And it was just so profound. So when I went in this ceremony, the mushrooms were kind of like working with us, and the shoulders like everything that I'd seen, every bit of nature. So like the dolphins, the peacocks, the palm trees, the sea, the plants, the flowers, the beach had a hold of my skin, and they were ripping it off. So like the dolphins, the peacocks were like pulling it off, like the sea had a hold of us, and it was like this weird thing. And I was like, that fucking land, like I was meant to go to that land. Like, I don't know if it was a past life thing or something, but like that land did it stripped me bare. Like, he would obviously come in and help that happen, but I just don't know if that would have happened if I wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? And this trip, like, it's gonna get pretty deep now. If you want to speak, just tell me because I'll just keep going and going.
Well, I just want to say something really quick. It's funny because in the beginning of the story, it's like you think that you're overcoming your fears by going on vacation with him, like feeling safe with him somewhere else. But really, you saved yourself and you empowered yourself to go back home and be like, you know what? No, like I can save myself. I don't need him to take care of me or have fun with him. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like you did have the experience you thought in a way, but like more intensely, I guess, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like, facing fears on a whole other scale.
Yeah, yeah.
Really. So in this trip, like it's gonna get deep now. In this trip, they took me back to a time where I was like really, really badly abused, and it was like in 2013. And they showed me like my body was stuck in shell shock from that incident. So like I was just a ball of fear constantly. So they were saying like I'm just attracting more things to be fearful of, like, because my body is like stuck there. It's like in this
Yeah.
state of just shock and fear. So I had to go back into that situation and release this shock out my body, and like my whole body's like it was a whole release. But when I come out of that, Nia, oh my god, I go into like the deepest, darkest hole in my mind, like the deepest trauma, right? And I'm lifeless on the floor. My friends there helping us, thank God, right? So I'm just like lying flat on my front, but my face is to the side, and my mouth's moving, but there is no life in my body whatsoever. I'm just like flat, right? And I'm lifeless. Like there is no soul in me at this point. I'm being deadly serious, and I'm just talking, and I'm talking like I just deserve this treatment. Like this is part of us that fully believed that I deserved to be treated like that. And I'm like, you know what? Like it's fine. I'll be fine. Like this is what I deserve. This is all there is for me. Like, but I was just lifeless. Like it was really scary, my friend. And I was like, I know this is going to be hard for you, but I need to give this a voice. I need to give this pain that has haunted me for fucking years. I need to speak it out. And I was just like, what even is love anyways? Like, what is it? Like, people don't even know how to love. Like, the claim you, the possess you, the try and change it into who you want to be. Like, I don't want to be loved. I hate love. I'm angry at love. Like, all it's done is hurt us. But I was just dead. Like, I was in the deepest, darkest pit of just emptiness. Like, it was so dark. But I was quite happy there. Like, it was this part of like it was so strange. And anyways, like I come out of that, and what happens? I come out of that, and oh my god, my mind's gone totally freaking blank. What the hell?
Oh, you're fine. No, it seems like it's like the part of you that was comfortable in that darkness was like, yeah, this is what it is, like just fully kind of expressed so
Mhm.
that you can like let it go. And it was beautiful how, like you said, you saw like the animals pulling off that like old
Yeah,
skin.
yeah, that was it. And then I kind of um I could feel like, oh, it was shown as like how like I tried to be this like perfect person for everybody. So like it was like this fear of like if I'm perfect for all my friends, all the people in my life, no one will leave us. No one will leave us. So if I'm just like great for you and I'm there for you and I'm this and I'm that, like, and it was shown as my tummy and like knots of rope, and I was just like, do you know what? Like I just don't fucking care anymore. And I just like this was just this identity that I'd become. Like I'm just I don't fucking care anymore. And I just let it go. And I was just lying there and I was just like, I've never felt this free in all my life. I've never felt so free ever in my life. And I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. And then like I was sweating because I just had that big release. So my friend's like wiping my face, and I'm like, you're literally getting me ready for my funeral right now. Like, do you know what, at a morgue when they get you dressed up for your funeral and make you look a little bit nice and stuff? That's what it felt like. And I'm lying there just like, just dead. And I'm like, you're getting me ready for my funeral right now. Like Helen's dead, she's gone. Like, and it was just the maddest thing. So I got through that, get home with kids. Obviously, like, I tell my kids, and like, my son literally cried his eyes out. He was so brokenhearted that I'd gone through that. It was so awful. But every time, like this lingering feeling of like Helen being on the beach was just like overwhelming, and I couldn't think about it without crying. And I was like, I didn't have me moment. I didn't do me offering thing. Blah blah. So I booked in for Reiki with this lovely girl, and I tell her all about it. And she's like, right, so what do you want to do? Do you want to go back and get her and bring her back? And I was like, no, I don't, because she was so fucking scared and traumatized. Like, I love her and I need to do something with her. I don't know what, but she can't come back. Like, she just can't. So I go into this Reiki and I literally go straight to the beach. And Helen is just sitting on the beach, like looking at the shore, and I just like walk up beside her and I sit beside her, and I'll probably cry at this because it's just Eve. And I just like thank her for like fighting so hard for us, and like thank you so much for like being so strong and never ever giving up on me, and like being dealt like just the worst cards ever, but fighting every day, like to be a good mom and like be happy and be loved and treat people right and like just like you're an epitome of strength and like thank you, but I have to let you go because you keep getting me in danger. Like you keep putting me in dangerous situations, and she just like she was just he just seeing her like from an outside perspective was just so surreal. And I get her hand, we'll have a proper moment, like we're really like talking about it, and I'm just telling her how sorry I am. And she's like, I get her hand and we walk into the sea, and I drown her in the sea because I have to, because she
Yeah.
grip on it. It's like she wouldn't let me go. And it was like something off a film where like I'm like, I'm so sorry, like oh like and I was just like but it's so weird how I held her head in the sea and he held my head in the sea. It was very the same kind of thing. It was like strange. But like I still walked out the sea with her. Like it was funny because like on the way to that holiday, she's got a hold of me. Like she was taking me to that holiday. But like when I come out of that Reiki, I had a hold of her. Do you know what I mean? So I can connect with her and get her strength and her wisdom and use her pain to fuel me. But whenever I want, but that is not my identity anymore. And it was just very, very clear and just like wow, like, cause I couldn't do that alone. Like, literally, I could not shake her off. So, like, this stupid person literally come in my life to save me from myself. And I have so much gratitude for that because I fucking needed it so much. But at the same time, like, fuck him for ever treating a vulnerable woman like that. Like, that is so, so disgusting. And believe me, he got his karma. He got his karma. Like he got back, he lost his job. Like he was calling me a tramp and everything for like, I don't know, like not having as much money as him or whatever. I don't know and I don't care. But like he lost his job. He got jumped on by a group of kids when he got home. He went to Amsterdam and missed his flight, so he had to go to Paris and wait for hours in Paris to get home. So like the universe served him karma, like
Yeah.
and then I had to save my little bit of karma because I just had to do it. Like I just couldn't like I was like, you will never, I will make sure you will never ever treat another woman like that. Like you will learn from me because like I'm a powerful woman and fuck you for thinking you can come in my life and do that to me. And that could have potentially absolutely ruined me. Like that really could have ruined me. But I was just like, there's no way I'm letting a 24-year-old have that much power. A 24-year-old who doesn't have a clue about where I've been, who can't even fathom the pain that I've had to walk through and carry and still be the person I am today. You won't fucking do that to me. Like you will not do that to me. So da da da. That is my story.
Moral of the story, don't mess with a healer.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
seriously.
And I
And
love
it's
it.
beautiful because when people don't have their spirituality, they're not able to like have that type of experience and come out of it stronger the way that we can. It's not easy either. It's not like I'm saying that we're special and chosen and only we can do it. But if you don't have spirituality, it's easy to be stuck as the victim, as the old Helen that
Yeah,
was stuck in fear and pain and repeating cycles.
yeah,
It's a lot of hard work. But,
it is.
I'm grateful that you did have your spirituality, that you do have that understanding,
Yeah,
and I
definitely.
want, like, everyone to know that bad things don't just happen to you, they do happen for you if you can find the lesson and the healing in it.
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes it's just really hard to find that perspective, isn't it? Like when you're in that victim mode, and I do think victim mode can serve you because I think to a degree, like I think if I didn't spend all that time from like 2020 to 2024 being so in victimhood, like literally just like, why has this happened? Why am I was just feeling so much emotional pain. But like, I don't think if I didn't walk through that, I don't know if I would have had the strength to do what I did. It was just like, nah, I've suffered enough, mate. You're not going to make me suffer. Like, I know how to. fuel all of this to my advantage because I had that spiritual knowledge from like that healing that I had done, I suppose. Like I was able to look at it and completely alchemize it to serve me in the highest way I could.
Yeah. No, and I thank you for sharing your story. It's really beautiful. And like, man, it's so easy to be stuck in victimhood because I've simultaneously had a lot of drama too. As most
Mhm.
people know, like my boyfriend had stage 4 cancer. He's cancer free now.
I know this is amazing. I just love this so much. I love that
I
we both
know.
got success stories with this because, and we're really good friends as well. Like it's just
Mhm.
it is. I'm so proud.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's still kind of it's still hard and I don't really want to talk about it too much, but there was a lot of instances. So my whole thing right now, like you've done a whole death and rebirth. For me, I feel like I'm still kind of in the rebirth and my whole thing is learning to stand up for myself and
Yeah,
like know how to do that cuz my whole life I've been the type of person you can just be over here saying whatever and I'll just ignore it
yeah,
or I'll even internalize it and be like, what's wrong with me that this person thinks I'm so bad? But then I always think of my granny. That's American for grandma. But my granny would always say, like, she'd be like, Naima, if somebody don't like you, there's something wrong with them. And like, I never understood that, but I realized because like people like us, like we're kind-hearted and we're honest. So if
yeah,
you don't like us, you're probably not kind-hearted and you're probably a liar. And that's what I realized. Like there's nothing wrong with me. I'm triggering other people or they have their own things and I'm just kind enough to be here and be the punching bag,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And I think also when you have a purpose, a spiritual purpose, like that intimidates people so much because they want that. They like even with that boy, like me and my purpose triggered him so much. My strength triggered him. Me, I like who I was, my heart, my soul, my magic triggered him, and because it made him feel empty. And I was like, no, I've worked for this. Believe me, I have walked through hell for this. Like you don't get it for free. Like you don't
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And I
So
think too, like when you do have like a higher purpose, which everyone does, but when you're really like walking that purpose, you just have more trials and tribulations.
yeah. But
You
I know
just
like yeah. But also like what you were saying before about like you people get triggered by you and then like you don't know whether to stand up for yourself. Like that was I've always been the same where it's like I'm just gonna be love and light and if they wanna do me wrong, they'll get the karma. But like sometimes yes, but also sometimes no, because they can come in your life and be your karma. But I'm quite happy to be your karma. Like I'm quite happy to be their karma when I need to be. Sometimes I don't need to be, but sometimes like you're gonna learn from fucking with a woman like me, and I don't mind being that at
Mhm.
all because I think you have like I feel like when you sometimes like if you weren't to stick up for yourself all the time, you just kind of telling the universe like it's all right. Like I can just keep
Yeah.
being like this, and like people can keep coming in and just rinsing me dry and tearing me apart and
Yeah.
betraying me and hurting me. Like actually no. Like I feel like you can stand up for yourself and still be from like a sovereign, strong,
Mhm.
loving, light place. You
Yeah, like being like love and light isn't being a doormat. And that's what I've
that.
been trying to like get through in my head because
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna yell back or I'm not gonna and sometimes that is the right choice, like you're saying. Like sometimes it's not worth it. But it gets to a point where you do get kind of stuck in that victim mentality because you're like, why is everyone attacking me? Or why didn't they help me? Why weren't they there for me? Why didn't they help when this was happening? But you know what? Instead of focusing on that, I did it.
Yeah.
I did it. I was strong enough. I didn't
Yeah.
need their help. God had me here for a reason.
Yeah.
But even the craziest thing, so I have a stalker, like
Yeah.
a full-on stalker. We've talked about this. And this person, I've only been face to face with them maybe 4 times. I haven't even like hung out with them since May, and I'm filming this in October.
Mhm.
And this person basically was just kind of emotionally unstable, which I kind of knew going into it. But at the time, I was really desperate for a friend because my boyfriend was still going through his
Yeah.
cancer stuff. And I just need somebody there. But then it got to a point where, like, she would get triggered about something, blame me for it. And it was always so I just ghosted her, to be honest. I was like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I've got real adult things going on. and I didn't hear from her. And then 2 months later, I get an iMessage from an email. I'm not going to say what it is, but this person basically had a
Not
like,
bad when they use emails.
but it was like her alter ego was this like Batman villain character, like this
Oh my
insane,
god.
like it's insane. But it sent me like this long, long message about how I'm evil. I made her physically unsafe. I'm insane. I did all these. She was accusing me of things that I've never even heard of. Like, I literally didn't even know what these things were. And for a while, I wasn't even sure who it was. But then I realized it was her, but still I did what I usually do. I just ignored it. Whatever, whatever. But then it was like every day I was getting messages, "You're horrible. I'm going to reveal your true whatever." Like just crazy insane. So finally I was like, "You know what? Lady, you need mental help. Like you truly need like you've lost your mind. I don't know what you're talking about." And anyone who knows me, or even if you're a client of mine, you watch my videos, I am the most harmless person.
Mhm,
I don't even kill bugs. Like, if there's a bug in my house, even if it's a spider, I will literally pick it up and put it outside. So I
mhm.
don't know how you could feel unsafe around me. Like,
Well,
seriously.
again, like you and your power, like even just hearing you say that, you and your power are making her uncomfortable. You and your purpose and who you are as a person, and is making her uncomfortable, and she's tearing you down. Like she wants to bring you down. Literally, exactly what he did to me. Exactly the same.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I never thought about it that
Like
way.
you're being you, and she's feeling comfortable. So everything that you stand for, she is trying to taint and tarnish and make you doubt.
Yeah, which no, queen, no.
Yeah,
Like,
like no, like
but it was just insane, and it got progressively worse because this person knows where I live. So
yeah.
then I don't hear from her a couple months after that. She accuses me of more things. I don't know what she's talking about. And then very recently there was this Instagram and TikTok account with this name I didn't recognize. And it was weird. I had this feeling like, oh, somebody's like trying to watch me. But I didn't know who it was. I just felt like, okay, somebody's being like a stalker here. And then they checked Chris, my boyfriend's TikTok, and that's when I was like, okay, this is really weird. So I blocked this account on every social media platform I could find. The same night, this freaking comic book character sends me a message like, don't do that to me again. You're a coward. Like, how cowardly of you. So now I'm like, oh, so it was you. She literally ratted herself out. She's like,
Yeah.
you're a coward for not letting me see what you're doing.
Oh my god. But she just dropped herself in it. Like
I would have never have known. Or at least not have known for sure. But then where it gets really scary was that same day. So this cannot be a coincidence. I go into my car and I found things in my car that didn't belong to me, didn't belong to Chris. Nobody goes in my car but us. So now I'm like, okay, so now she's breaking into my car, trying to scare me, being like, oh, I was here, you know?
far from you.
So no, she lives really close. She lives like 5 minutes away.
Oh my god, Neo.
So I called the police.
Mhm.
And the sheriff was like, "Oh, and it was so embarrassing to tell the police. I can't say what her alter ego is, but it's literally something from a comic book. It's literally like Ghost Killer 99. Like it's something insane. I had to say that to the police, and I could tell they were like,
God.
but anyways, so the sheriff was like, "You need to go file a police report."
Mhm.
Which this even goes to like we're talking about like our past selves and our current self. Past me would have been like, I don't even want to deal with this. This is too much. I don't want to get her into trouble. Like I'd be thinking about her, like I don't want to do this to her. But me today, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. She knows where I live. There's shit in my car. So I go to the office I had to go to. I'm talking to the lady, telling her what's going on, and I could tell that this lady wasn't taking me serious. I feel like she thought it was just like cyberbullying or like a little bit of drama. And first of all, these comments are out of control. But anyways,
I don't know what
um,
you're saying.
they're literally just a bunch of rude people. Well,
Oh,
not everyone, but some of them. But anyways, yeah,
really?
did you see that?
Let me fucking see.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So she wasn't taking me seriously. And in that moment, I didn't stand up for myself. So I was repeating a cycle. I went home. I told Chris, he was like, that's insane. Like, are you just going to give up? And I thought about it, I was like, you know what? No. So I went back again the second day, which I normally would never do that. And I was like, listen, I need help. Somebody is going to do something right now. And luckily, that lady took me seriously, filed a protective order. There's police reports, all this stuff. And it really taught me that, like, you do have to advocate for yourself. Like, I'm very comfortable advocating for other people, making sure other people are fine, but I have to do it for me too. And
Yeah.
I've noticed that the kinder I am, the more people really do take advantage. Like, I've had people ask me for money because they think I'll just shelf out like some money for them, and it's like to a point where it's like I have to really get this down. And what I've realized is spirit teaches me through my dreams,
Mhm.
like, or makes me practice standing up for myself.
I just had to deal with dreams.
But like, have you ever had like a reoccurring dream?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Dude, my
I,
number one reoccurring dream, and this is so embarrassing, is I go to Starbucks, I order something, and they give me the wrong drink.
oh my god.
And almost every single time I just say thank you and I just drink it and I don't say
Oh
anything.
my god, no.
So
Wow.
finally,
This links with stories. Should I tell you what my dream is?
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
My dream is I'm at a train station or I'm going to an event. Like it could be a wedding, a fashion show, and I'm like due to go on the stage. It's like modeling fashion, or I'm getting on a train. But trains are always, it's like I'm going somewhere and I never prepare for it. So I'm like in the toilet and I'm just faffing on with my makeup, and then I miss the train or I'm late for the event. I'm just always focusing on like all these little stupid shit instead of just going to the event. And I feel like for me, it's like instead of just showing up as me and being me, I'm like just hiding and doing all these stupid things. So yours like makes so much sense, and my dream makes so much sense to what we're talking about.
Yeah, isn't that
Love
funny?
that. Love that.
And it's funny because this happened to me in real life recently, and I ordered a pumpkin spice latte, and the guy kept trying to hand me an iced tea. And girl, my first instinct, I grabbed it, and then I was like, actually, I asked for the pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. He goes back, but then he comes back with the iced tea
Oh
again.
God, shut up.
And this time I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, I asked for the latte. And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But I got my latte. I got what I paid for. And it seems so stupid, but it's like, it is the little things. And I asked Spirit, I was like, why am I always dreaming about getting the wrong Starbucks? And they're like, if you can't even stand up for yourself to get the right drink at a Starbucks, how are you going to stand up for yourself when it really matters? And
Yeah.
it's funny, like with your dream, it's like, it's easy to be like, oh, well, I'll start that business once my house is clean. I'll start that business once I shave my head or whatever excuse. Like we look for things
Yeah.
instead of just doing it.
Yeah. But also like for me, it's like fear of being seen. I just want to hide. Like, but also like it's about honoring your needs and what you truly want and desire. And like, no, I desire this pumpkin latte, and that's
Mhm.
important to me. And like, give me what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because we put our needs to the side all the time, don't we? Like, yeah, I think you are very like that. You are very hands-on, caring person. Like, so I feel like it's reminding you, like, your needs are important, your desires, like what you really want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's definitely hard to stand up for yourself. At least for me, it's hard for me to stand up for myself. One, because I think the deepest, like the traumatic belief underneath that is that I'm not worth standing up for.
yeah, I know what you mean, and I'm glad you said that because I think like when you go through traumatic experiences, yes, there's emotions there, and like the traumatic experience is important because it was traumatic and it was horrible. But it's what them traumatic experiences have made you believe because of it. Like that is huge, really, really huge. And like, what has it made you believe? Like, I don't matter. That's what it made me believe. I deserve to be abused. Men will abandon us. Men will abuse us, and I don't matter. So like that was what I fully believed about myself.
And here's the thing is what we do with this is we shine a light on it, we look at it, we feel it, and then we're like, I know this isn't really true.
Yeah.
And I can't keep operating from that.
Exactly, and it's like operating from that belief system, which is it's not true, it's not real. Like that's what happened with me with that experience because it was like there was this fear of like abandonment, huge, because just with my dad leaving when I was young, and just that was when I'd really felt that abandonment, which I was completely unaware of my whole life. So that was controlness. And then there was the anger, resentment, hatred, disgust towards men for the abuse that they'd done to us. And these are both just like running riot and just making all the decisions in my life. And it was just, I had this moment where I was just like, none of these are me. Like, this isn't even me. Like, these are not me. And I was just like, actually, like, just get out of my way a sec. And like, and then Helen could just really come out and like, once you find that them beliefs, once you find them deep rooted beliefs that you have, and you really work to disconnect from them and get them out of the way, like it's huge. It can just it's a game changer.
Yeah. And there's so much to it. There was something I was gonna say, and I hope I don't lose it, but it's just like, if you don't have a strong sense of who you are, you will always internalize the things that people project onto you
Yeah,
or do to you.
yeah,
And that is the hardest thing, especially if you do come from a traumatized background or rough childhood. You probably grew up hearing that you suck, you're stupid, you're ugly, whatever. And even though you might know it's not true, you hear it so much, you do start to believe it. And so
yeah,
that's hard. Like when somebody, like for instance, this girl telling me that I'm a psycho when clearly she's a psycho. If I didn't know myself by now, I probably would have checked myself into
yeah.
a hospital.
Stop doing what you were doing on your page and like let it get in your head like that. Yeah, for sure. I think for me, I had my voice like just manipulated against me so much. So I told a lot of adults about the abuse that was going on, and I was very angry about what was going on. So because I was angry, they I was an easy target, and they just blamed me. So they were like, you need to stop being angry. Like they didn't look at the person that was making me angry, the abuse that was making me angry. Like I just had to stop being angry. So that created like such a block in my throat and like my self-expression. Because whenever I'd try to speak up and protect myself, I got in trouble or it got used against us and I was singled out and I was having the finger pointed at us. And again, it's like learning how to be safe, like how to make yourself feel safe. And that comes in like so many different areas. And I remember when I met that boy, you know how I go and see me tree and I'll sit with me tree. Me tree actually said to us, she was like, you will never feel safe with a man until you find safety in yourself. 100, yeah, that's literally what this tree told me. And I've wrote down in my journal. And at the time I was like, what do you mean? I'm safe, like I'm fine.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't, and I still went on that holiday and whatever. But like that is like nature wisdom right there, and
Yeah.
she's so right. Like, and to keep yourself safe, like you've got to do some uncomfortable shit. But underneath that is like, no, I matter, and my safety matters. And if I need to speak this truth to feel safe, then I'm gonna say it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like, it's the same kind of thing with me, like with the self-worth and like past relationships. Is if somebody told me something bad about myself, I would just internalize and be like, oh, it must be true. Because if my parents said that to me, now this person's saying it to me, I must be an idiot or
yeah,
whatever. Maybe I'm crazy. But then when I step away and I'm with healthy people, I'm just me. Like I'm just like I'm a happy person. I like laughing, like so
mhm,
it's just so insane when I look back on all the times I probably should have spoke up for myself.
mhm,
And then of course the victim in me wants to be like, well, somebody should have spoke up for you.
yeah,
That's the whole empowerment aspect of like there's not always going to be somebody who's going to stand up for you and most people won't.
exactly. And I know I keep bringing it back to this, but I just had so many realizations. Like that was oh, I've lost what I was gonna say. What were you just saying there?
I was saying like there won't always be someone else to like stand up for
Yeah.
you.
So that was my thing because I was faced with my fear of being alone, like over there, and it was like I'm always alone. Like that whole fear of being alone or being abandoned was a complete illusion because I was like, I'm always alone. Like it's always me. I come in this earth as me, and I'm gonna leave as me, and it's always me. Like what do you mean, Helen? Like yeah, like that fear of like not having so but that's like your inner child, isn't it? But really your inner child's looking for that from you, not
Yeah.
anyone else. Yeah,
And it's not something that you can just heal overnight. It's not something that you just magically one day, every single day is perfect. Like my mentor who recently passed away, she always said, you can be a healer and you can experience healing, but there's no end to that journey. Like you're always healing.
There is just layers upon layers, isn't that? Like
Mhm.
once you pull back some layers, then you're gonna look at other wounds with a different perspective, with new eyes, and then you pull the layer back on that, and it's just a unraveling. It's
And
never.
there's always that, like, so there's like a test, right? Like something will happen and it's like, are you going to repeat the cycle? And maybe
Mhm.
you do a good job, but at some point it's going to come up again, almost as like, did you really learn it? Like, did you
Yeah.
really get it?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just putting my charger in because my battery's gonna. Well, it was, but it's not anymore. Yeah, exactly. It's like they give you an opportunity to be who you say you are or who you want to be, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
But
also then I also think like I do think there's a test aspect, but I also think it's like a mirroring as well, like because I think everything is a mirror. So you are mirroring like old energy back to you, and then it's like okay, like you can transmute that and release from that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you didn't have that perspective, you would just keep attracting it all the time and just not really learn, kind of like what I was like before that
mhm.
incident. But because I do think it's mirroring everything back to her, like what our energy is putting out, what we are carrying,
Yeah.
we are bringing in, and then it's just showing her. Like
Yeah.
he set me exactly what I felt like I deserved. It mirrored that, and it was just like, actually, no, we're done with this.
Yeah. My thing is like, I'm really working on standing up for myself and expressing myself. And I almost feel
Because
like at this point, whoever tries me next is getting all the years of
of
holding
pent
my
up.
tongue. They're getting all of it.
I always think you're a bit of a bad bitch, though. Me, you are definitely. You're a sassy little queen.
I am, but usually, like, I express that from a place of love, like for
Yeah,
somebody else. Like, I would be like, Helen, like, get your shit together, you know?
yeah.
But like, if somebody told me to get my shit together, I'd be like, oh, sorry, okay, let me.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But no, like I'm so done with it. I'm so done with it because now I feel like I've self-actualized. I'm like, you know what? I am a kind person. I'm an honest person. I don't fuck around with people.
What?
I don't do anything wrong. Well, I'm not saying I didn't do anything wrong, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not out to get people. So if somebody
No,
was to accuse
exactly.
me of something, it's like, no, you're crazy. And you're not gonna gaslight me into thinking I'm crazy.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've been gaslit since day one, honey. It's gonna take like a freaking the devil himself to trick me to do something.
People will try you though, won't they? I do think it is just massive. Like they're intimidated, so they'll try and bring you down. Otherwise, why would they ever want to bring you down? Why would they ever want to be mean like that to you? And like it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
just doesn't. It just doesn't.
I'm just laughing because another dude came on was like experimenting question mark question mark.
What does that mean? I
No,
feel.
because no, they were saying like a lesbian thing
Oh
between
my
you and
god,
I. Yeah.
who are these people?
See,
Are they
we're
your
talking about
followers?
like trauma and like growing as a person, and then we're always brought back to like, are they gonna kiss?
Oh
Like,
my
oh my
god.
god.
Oh my god, of course, of
Dude, the
course.
internet is a wild place.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I
There's
think
always
it's
one,
just,
isn't there?
anybody who's watching that actually wants to work on trauma, like it is an everyday practice. You have to like
Yeah.
rewire your brain, rewire your body because it's not just mental and emotional, it's a physical thing. If
Mhm.
somebody who has PTSD gets triggered, their body is experiencing it again too.
Yeah.
Um, so it takes a lot of work and it's not easy, it's not cute, but then you come out of it with red hair and, a beautiful attitude.
Yeah, the difference of me now is is unbelievable. Before it was just like I just had this energy of just like like, I'm so sorry I exist. Like, I'm so sorry I have feelings. I'm so sorry I need to say and do this. Like, what the fuck, man? Like really just take up space. Like, this is who I am. Like, I'm fucking great. Like, look at this, I'm great. Like, this is who I am. I have a story. I have a voice. Like, hear me speak. Like, there's no there's no sorriness in me existence anymore. But what I was going to say before was what you were talking about, the trauma. And like, I think with trauma, right, like, because because I've got children, so I feel like I've always had a pressure of like, I have to meet someone because that means I'm like successful in society, or like, like, also I want my kids to see me be loved properly, and I want them to see me loved properly, and to be honest, they've never seen that, and that's really sad. So I think I've always just had this pressure to like heal, 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 to like get that. But actually, like, the whole healing journey is so beautiful because you find these parts of yourself that have been buried for so long. Like, even now, I'm like, I forgot about this about myself. Like, I forgot I was like this. Like, and like parts will come out, and I'm like, I haven't like m- had this version of it since I was about 14 or something. Like, this part of it that I've just hid and has been buried. And I think healing trauma is such a, oh god, what could you even use to describe it? It's a
Like,
commitment. It's a huge commitment,
and it's
but
like bittersweet because it hurts, but
bittersweet.
there's
Yeah.
so many like benefits.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
I
it's
get what you mean. I've been so stuck in survival mode, but the other day I like picked up a guitar and I haven't played a guitar. I couldn't even tell you when, and like
mhm.
it felt so good.
Yeah, and like you just meet these versions, and then you fall in love with yourself. And I think, like, obviously when you've been through a lot of traumatic things, like, it they take parts of you away. Like, they're just okay, and then they're gone, and then all these parts of you are just gone, and then you're reclaiming them back. And I just love it. Honestly, I do. Like, I have so many moments where I'm like so proud of myself because I haven't relied on the mental health system or medication or like drugs to or alcohol or like validation from anything to like plaster over the pain. I've actually just went in it and pulled myself back out, and it's just the most empowering thing. Like, I would like that whole experience that I just spoke about. Like, I would go through that a million times to be me right now. Like, thank you so much. Like, thank you. Like, but it's an adventure. Like, I don't want to get to like 90 and be like, oh, I had the boringest life ever. Like, I don't. Like, let me live. Like, let me experience like so many things. Like, give me it. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
I feel the same way. I totally get that, and I'm just excited to see like where my voice will take me, and I do feel like since all of this stuff happened with cancer and the stalker and the bullshit from everyone in my life telling me how I should be, what I should do. And I
Mhm.
always was like, oh, I'm so mad at them. But I realized I'm mad at myself for not being
Yeah.
like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
just shut the hell up and leave me alone. If you don't like what I'm doing, look somewhere else.
And also, like, when you have someone who you love so much and that's suffering and they're going through something, you really realize like the the people around you, like what their intentions are and what their hearts are, and like what they are. You realize what they're made of, and then you realize what you're made of, and it brings a lot of clarity. And sometimes it's ugly and it's not nice. Like, I noticed that so much when my boy was unwell. It shocked me. It did.
No, I totally get that. It's like somebody who has everything could hate somebody who has nothing just
Yeah,
because that person is happy.
yeah, yeah.
And that I'll never freaking understand that. That
No, you
level of ugliness.
yeah. Yeah, you see their true intentions, the jealousy and things like that, and it's just like, really? Like
Wait, Helen, someone said good for you, gingerbread. That is the color for you. I love your hair. You
No,
look so pretty.
it is. It definitely is. It was, yeah. I should have been a redhead ages ago, but I just wasn't meant to be, was I? It wasn't really me, was it? This is
Now
like,
you're really on fire.
yeah, that's what I feel like.
Dude,
I
that
hate.
should even be your, like, Instagram, like, Helen on fire. Mhm.
My friend said I should call it Helen back.
Oh, yeah, I
Helen,
get it, yeah.
you get it? Like Helen back.
No, but I really value your friendship. Like, you were one of the
No, thank
only
you.
people I could really, like, talk to during everything, and, yeah, so anybody who's, like, interested in, like, healing work, we both do it, but go to Helen too, she's amazing. She's really,
Thank
like,
you.
she cares, like, some people do it as a job, but, like, you really care, um,
Yeah,
and I love you, and I'm grateful that we've had
I
each
love you too.
other,
I
and
love
just
you too.
know that when you were going through all that, I was like, "I will call the Dominican police, the
No, I
English
know. I
police."
know
It's
you
like,
were there
"I
for
will
me a
get the
lot.
Coast Guard or something."
I know. I was like, yeah, I could actually just go along and say, yeah, I'm not that far away. I should have definitely done that. Imagine me just rocking up, traumatized to death. Look
Yeah.
after me, please. Heal me. No, but I love you so much, and I think we're first ever talk. I think it really just instilled like such a connection and friendship with her, didn't it? And I'm so grateful to you. And it's really been like an honor to just be there with you as you went through your journey, and like your strength and commitment and your love for Chris, and like everything you do for him and the kids, and that is just such a credit to you, Nia. Like honestly, I say it all the time, but like you're a real blessing to their life, and I hope you know that.
I appreciate it because everyone wants to tell me how I don't do enough and I'm crazy. So
No, no, I'm not having that at all.
no, but it's just funny because it's like I could literally be like, "Oh, I took everyone to church and we prayed the rosary," and they'd be like, "That church?"
Yeah, but again, like you're triggering them because you're actually doing something. Like you're
No.
showing what your heart and soul is, and it's triggering them.
But even just saying this, it's even like I'm like observing what I'm saying and I'm like, "You know what? I don't why do I want anyone's approval? Like why do I even
No, I
care if they're
know.
approved?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. So that's sometimes I have to remind myself like I don't want to be anything like them. So why do I care what they think of me?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But
Yeah,
anyways, thank you so much for being on my show again. And guys, like I said, we've
loved
done
it.
2 other episodes, so definitely go and watch those.
Thank you
And
so much.
of course, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, love you.
Bye, love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.